welcome back to the KVN Show. It's been a while. I've missed you. I was going to have sparklers and all that, but hey, we finally won a game. Hell yeah. Reality, we're 2-5. We got to go on the road Thursday night against Miami. Huge game. Huge game for them, huge game for us. Both got wins this last weekend. Awesome time to win. Great team win for us. Let's dive into the game, but we gotta say, Snoop. What a game by our guy, Tyler Huntley, former Utah Ute. Boo to them, but shout out to Tyler. Really like Tyler. Really like Snoop. He's the man. He represented Florida, them Florida boys, Broward County, where he's from, where he grew up. He really showed out for himself, for the Ravens, for the fans. And Snoop, we trust in that game. It was a must-win game for us. Every game from here on out, we're playing like a playoff game. And we're just grateful to have Snoop and to step in and to play the way he played and led the offense, scoring 30 points. Shout out to him. Shout out to the offensive coordinator, Todd Monken. Todd called a really good game. He was kind of in his bag, throwing different tricks and calling. He just called an aggressive game, and didn't matter if Snoop was at the quarterback, Lamar Jackson. He was calling what he wanted to call and got everybody involved. DeAndre Hopkins had a huge catch at the end of the game. Keaton Mitchell, he was going crazy. And then you got to shout out the O-line. The O-line did awesome pushing for Derrick Henry for the majority of the game. Derrick Henry passed Walter Payton for 5th all-time rushing TDs. Absurd, man. It's awesome to be on a team with a Hall of Fame player like that. Derrick Henry is one of one, still doing it at a high level. Love D. Hen. He's good people, has good energy, and I'm glad I don't have to tackle him no more. And just the way he works and the way he steps up and the way he goes about his business is first class. But the offense really did their part today. And then defense, young guys kind of stepping up. Mike Green got his first sack. That was big time. Shout out to Michael Green. Happy for him. He's worked really hard for that. Had a great move, finished around the left tackle, chasing down Caleb Williams for a sack. That was big time. And then my guy, this dude I want to take a little, he's kind of like my little brother because I spent so much time with him last year. Nate Wiggins, he was my locker next to me. And, I always tell him, if you have a bad game, I'm going to tell him to put you back next to me. I got Malachi, so he's my new little brother. But Nate, if you mess up, you got to come back and move your locker back next to me. So, but yeah, I appreciate Nate. He's worked really hard. He's turned into CB1 before our eyes. He's really been playing at a high level all year. Just got to keep it going. He should make the Pro Bowl and be in conversations for All-Pro for how well he's played personally. And, he's helping the defense out. Defense came ready to go today, having the likes back of Roquan. Roquan played like a big dog today in the middle. Communication, K-Ham was in there. I was in the mix a little bit. I had a couple plays, One of my favorites was actually me chasing Caleb down closer to the end of the game. I was like, I kind of got up after I hit him, and I was like, hey, I still got it, baby. We had a little speed. I flew by Travis Jones, something light, and then Jabo, see ya, whoo, ended up hitting close. That was a close call, but we'll take it. All in all, it was a good team win. It felt really good. It was awesome to have a complimentary football game. It was the first time you actually saw us play cohesive offense, defense, special teams. And the special teams, Charlie Kohler had a good hit. Jackson was good in gunner and on kickoff, and down in Tylan Wallace, down in Jordan Stout. Jordan Stout's been punting his ass off this year. He's just got to keep it going. Had that awesome pin down punt, and then Nate's pick. Awesome play. Just all in all, the improvement you like to see. Now we got to take it up another notch. I felt like they had a good 15-play script drive to start off the game. We ended up bowing up, keeping them to 3 points. That's what you want to do. But before that, we got to not even get them down there. And, we got to do better as a group. with how teams are attacking us and all of us recognizing how teams are attacking and being ready for it, ready to go off the jump. Kind of started off slow, but that's all right. We got that dub. And, we're excited for this next challenge. Miami played really well against the Falcons. Excited to deep dive into their film and see what they're going to look like on Thursday. I mean, Tua played sick. That's the homie. I'm excited to hit him again, hopefully. Love Tua. Really good, really good. I mean, he's had a rough go this year, but he is still really good. He played really well today on Sunday against the Falcons, who have been playing really good football. They also went on the road and did that, and that was an impressive win by them. The other things I'm excited about, too, is just being able to go into work and continue to work with a smile on our faces this week. Yeah, we got to get better. There's things, I didn't like. I want to get better at things. I want to get timing things better, with my moves and different things like that, and just want to get better. And it's still exciting to me to do that and to chase what we're trying to chase. We're trying to chase a division winner again, and each week got to just build on it. And this one we build on Thursday. I'm kind of rambling, but let's take a look around the league real quick, do the recap. I already talked about the Dolphins, Falcons, Bills, Panthers. I mean, James Cook went crazy. I mean, he's impressive. When he gets rolling, he gets rolling. He had 16 yards on the ground, was going crazy. Jets, Bengals. During the game, I felt like I looked up. Every once in a while you have like some downtime and you look up and you see the scores on the ticker, and you just, are looking and you see it up on the ticker and you're just like, oh man, the Bengals are whooping the Jets. I think it was like 17-0 or something like that. And then they got close, and then they got further away, and then, we're in our game, don't really know what's going on. And then all of a sudden I look at the highlights and I'm like, what? No way. But one thing I wanted to say is shout out to Justin Fields being vulnerable, talking about, I know everyone's going to say, oh, he makes millions of dollars. Yes, we get that. People that play in the NFL are blessed financially, yes. But at the end of the day, we're still humans. That human part of what he was talking about of being in a closet and crying is, we've all been there. I've been there. Definitely. Just the vulnerability that he had to say that, especially after an owner said the things he did, is pretty crazy to go out there and handle, be a professional, and still put the work in to win the game. Much respect to Justin Fields for that. Texans, Niners. Texans, man, it's like a roller coaster. Texans, whoa, this week and then the other week, but they looked really good today. CJ Stroud was in his bag today, throwing the ball. White chocolate Christian McCaffrey joins the 5,000 rushing club and 5,000 receiving club. That's pretty insane. Good for him. Let's go to the next game. Patriots, Browns. Myles Garrett, 5 sacks, and I watched them all. Buddy is nice. Getting chipped, dipping in, out. I mean, he's one of one, and he's just so relentless and athletic freak, and he's cold. And then he has other compadres that are in the middle that are Malik Collins, Graham. I mean, their D-line is crazy. And then you look at the score and it's 32-13 for the final. And you're like, what? And then you just look at what Drake May is doing, and Drake May is impressive. And New England's impressed. What Variable's done to the defense over there and the culture, he's getting back to what they were like when I was there. It's impressive to see. And, we're going to see them later. All right, Eagles, Giants. This one, Scatterboo, injured in this game. I know the Eagles win big, 38-20, but Scatterboo, it was awesome to see the energy him and Dart were creating in New York, the Giants, the buzz, something that they've been missing for a while. And Scatterboo going down, bummer, sucks, but it was the energy. He'll be missed this season. He'll come back, but it was awesome to see, the candle lit for the Giants and just get going. Buccaneers, Saints. I mean, the Bucs defense got after the Saints offense today. Rattler ended up getting benched. Tough. That sucks. but that defense was impressive. I mean, sacks, fumbles, Nelson's pick six, trucking the QB. I mean, that was fire. That's a fire video for the IG. That looks good for all the people right there. That's one you got to keep. Broncos Cowboys, was able to watch this game, and the Broncos, Bo Nix and that offense looked good today. They look good, and the Cowboys offense looked good at the start. Then Dak had a couple INTs, and that Denver rush. They're relentless, man. It's like another one. Where did this guy come from? And they're just relentless. And then when you got secondary playing the way that the Broncos are playing, they're able and they're allowed to do a lot of things. Broncos are tough, especially if Bo Nix starts to get going. Colts, Titans, all Colts. Don't even need to mention anything. But right now, to me, Jonathan Taylor is the MVP of the season so far. He is looking ridiculous out there, and the Colts are rolling. Just give it up to their O-line. Quentin Nelson looks real good this year, and their defense is with Grover and Buckner up front. They're playing good football. And then Sunday night football game, got to watch this one. Jordan Love versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. Love wins or Love loses? Love actually wins in this case. Pittsburgh Steelers lose 35-25, and in this game, Aaron Rodgers was looking like Aaron Rodgers early. He was dealing. He was looking good. I was really impressed. But then Jordan Love was like that in the second half. Actually, he was doing pretty good all game. They got the running game going with Wilson and Jacobs. 1-2 punch was looking good. And then, the Steelers stalled a couple times, and Green Bay Packers had 21 points in the fourth quarter. That's tough. And the division, everyone lost except us. And that's good for us, but we have a long ways to go. Steelers are 4-3, Bengals are 3-5, we're 2-5, and the Cleveland Browns are 2-6. So a long ways to go, but one step closer. The main thing is the main thing, and that's the Dolphins this week. We got to keep it that way. All right, 2-minute drill. Let's go. Start now. How did I spend my bye week? Ooh, I like this one. I spent my bye week with my family and going to the BYU-Utah Holy War game. BYU Cougs by 1 million. We're undefeated. We ended up winning again yesterday in Ames, Iowa State. So Jake, Snake, and Charlie, they're my bees this week. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just kidding. No friendly wagers, but go Cougs. If you could pick the perfect bye week destination, where would it be? Ooh, I like this. Perfect destination would be hanging with my family real quick, going to Vegas for a couple of days, and then going to California. That would be like prime time. That would be what I would like to do. What's the lowdown on the ping pong tables? We ain't going to get into those. The ping pong tables, those are out. We don't need to go into that. And yeah, what's the hardest part about prepping on a short week? I think the hardest thing is to get your body right as fast as possible. It's really hard to recover on short weeks, but you do. You just got to do it, and it's another opportunity to get better, put on a good performance, and get another win in the column. So short week, it's going to be tough, but we're up for the challenge, and we're excited. What's your go-to recovery routine between games? Getting a lot of ART work, chiropractor, dry needling, a lot of fluids, and then working out with my trainer. I just try to be a machine and then try to eat healthy as much as possible, and then just a lot of water, but a lot of ART work, getting a lot of kinks out and get back on the field as fast as possible. Early thoughts on the Dolphins, a desperate team just like us, trying to win, trying to do whatever it takes to win. Timing passes, Waddle, A-Chain, very good players. A lot of misdirection, very good screen team. Defense, a lot of good players. Up front, Zach Sealer, old teammate of mine, baller. Benito, old teammate of mine in the middle, baller. Chubb, Phillips, Chop, all really good players. Very, very good. So we're going to have our work cut out. We're excited for the challenge. Pumped about that. You played on the Dolphins. Where are the best places to eat in Miami? It was actually during COVID, and it wasn't, I got to look this up. I know this is probably going over the 2 minutes, but this place is that good. I called it KU. It's KE-UH restaurant. Very, very good. It started by some famous chef that was in Miami and wanted a different life. They just got really good food. The spicy walnut shrimp, the tuna roll, their JB tempura roll, their sliders, very good. This place is bomb. So if you have a chance, if you're going to Miami or you're staying in Fort Lauderdale, travel to Weston to go to KU, but it's spelled KE-UH. Really good. Check it out. All right, that's all for me. Appreciate it. Fast. Let's get back to work. Hope you guys enjoy this. Let's go.